outside. Sable, our dog, would go out 25 times a day if we took her out 25 times a day. She just loves outside. Today it was a little chilly, so we couldn't let her on the back deck, and she had an attitude about it. But Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, it's supposed to be in the 60s both days. December in New Jersey. This is normally like 30 degrees. We're going to be 60 degrees. So she'll be outside both days on the deck, enjoying life. What? Did you say okay, baby, or okay, maybe?
Okay,
Saby. Saby the baby. So, Bad Ben 13 is underway. Good evening, Janaea. Yes, Holly's here, Sable's here, Archer's here, and Sophie's upstairs in her half of the house, which is by no means unpleasant. She has more square footage that's meant for living than we do. The basement's not even though I've made it my man cave, my empire, this is not what's considered living space. Although I could live in this room I'm in, put a bed right here, queen size at least.
a toilet.
Well, I'd have to go up the stairs for a toilet because shit only flows downhill. I'd have to get a flush up toilet. But I wouldn't mind having a toilet and a shower down here.
As long as you have what?
A bidet. Ugh, the bidets are so important.
You can ask your people if they've seen that movie that I was telling you.
Which one?
Saltburn.
Saltburn?
Yes.
Oh, it sounds disgusting.
It's the one I told you about.
Where he's drinking bath water?
Yes.
It's like, ugh. I don't even want to.
I read an article from Variety that said he should be nominated for an Academy Award.
He should be nominated for a visit to a mental health clinic. Cousin Darty, we had a family meeting on Monday, which consisted of myself and her nephew. And she is a Fender. I am not recommending Saltburn. I'm telling you that right now. Hi, Schmack Dynamite. Holly read an article from it, and it was disgusting.
And don't forget the full frontal nudity from both of them.
What's the kid's name?
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi.
And then Barry Cogan.
Who is the kid from the Irish movie?
Barry Cogan. He was nominated for that.
Barry Cogan was nominated for an Academy Award previously. He plays he's like slow. And in that movie where Colin Farrell and the Irish guy's cutting off his fingers, not Colin Farrell's, his own. Well, anyway, that kid has full frontal in a movie along with Elvis, the guy that played Elvis in the latest movie about.
Not the hot Elvis.
Not the hot Elvis. He's our one. Great and Banshees, yeah. Well, he's in full frontal, and look, I'm just going to say it. He's drinking the bath water of not hot Elvis. And after he has ejaculated.
Oh my God, you could have just said substances.
That I used the scientific term.
They would have known what you were talking
about. But who even? I'm imagining a screenwriter sitting there.
Do you know?
And suddenly, not hot Elvis ejaculates in that tub, and then Banshee Boy drinks the water. Ugh.
Do you remember that movie, Promising Young Woman? That you watched? That was very good.
Yes.
It was directed and written by the same person.
Oh God!
It was a woman.
She should be thrown out. You know what? She hates men. If she writes a story like that, if it's a lady and she writes a story, she hates men. Let's get right down to the.
Well, you'll be able to watch it if you want because it's on Amazon starting the 22nd.
Why the hell am I? No.
Because we're desperate for stuff.
But Barbie's coming on
I
Max.
know. Yeah. 15.
And you know what? First time I've ever heard, they will have the availability to watch it with American Sign Language,
Which I think is good.
which is really cool. I want to take and put on that version and see where they place it. Like if they're in the screen corner or they shrink the image a little bit so it doesn't cut out any of the
I
pictures.
think it's cool when like concerts and stuff have the interpreters and they get into the music.
I like these false interpreters that get busted, where they get the job and they're just sitting there going, and they're not even speaking in sign language. And then somebody says, what the hell? Hi, Monica. Yes, Fender, I do recommend skipping the movie. Or if you do watch it, do not admit it to me, because I will have to start looking at you differently.
Anyway, the whole reason I brought that up to you was because now they're like, instead of people going gaga over not Elvis, not hot Elvis, now everybody likes the other guy.
Who, Coogan?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Everybody thinks he's hot now.
He's hot. Oh my God. Monica asked me what's going on tonight. We're talking about the most disgusting thing. I deserve to lose fans over this, but you have to understand my position on the whole thing, folks.
It comes from me, so just blame me.
It comes from Mrs. Biggins, and I'm disgusted. She's now been here like 7 years. How long? 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mother died in November 10 years ago. It's been 10 years. And then the following summer,
June.
you came wandering in. I mean, the first night I hired you, she was a woman of the night. And I'm not talking. Harley Quinn is a big fan. Harley Quinn is a fan of mine.
Wow.
Son of a gun. Hello, Cherie. God, it's a good thing I saw Cherie, because she would give me some bullshit if I didn't acknowledge her. She'd say, what am I, chopped liver? Hi, Debbie. Hello, Mark Ortlieb. That's a name that rolls off the tongue. So we're sitting down here in the basement. It's a little bit chilly today, so we got a fire going in the wood stove down there. I got the space heater over here. It's nice and toasty. But we're going to be in the 60s on the weekend. It's a good day to decorate. Although we already have Sable. Hello.
Well, you wouldn't play that Myrtle thing, right?
No. I don't have time for that. You sent me a puzzle and it's got too many instructions. It's like Monopoly. Monopoly's based on Atlantic City, which is 10 miles from here. Used to be my town that I grew up in, bordered Atlantic City, that shithole. And I never learned the rules to Monopoly.
Oh, you did so.
No, I didn't.
You never played Monopoly?
Yeah, but who needed rules? We just were passing around cash and acting like we lived in Atlantic City, selling crack. Fender's jumping to your support. Holly is not a lady of the night, everyone. Nigel and she have known each other after a very long time. How the hell do you know?
Wow.
How do you know she didn't just bail me out of prison and I've been taking everything from her this past decade? It's a decade this summer. Are we going to have an anniversary party?
Sure. You can recreate the scene from Saltburn.
Oh, my God. Monica says, hi, Holly. Didn't want to forget you. LOL.
Thank you.
So we're filming 13. We would have filmed more last night, but it was cold and Dracula was a bit of a pussy. If I'm being honest, he was like, my hands are cold. I said, you've got no blood flowing through you.
So therefore, he shouldn't be cold.
That's right. I said, you think Edward would be cold?
He sparkles in the sunshine.
What is this? I got a cameo request today, but this one sounds decent. How long do I have to do it, though? Why is it so expensive?
Does it want you naked?
No, I mean, they're charging him. That's not my rate. That's higher, which I'll take it, but.
Maybe they're including a tip.
Well, yeah, but they don't do that till the end. And usually, like the ones they want done in 24 hours,
yeah,
those they charge more for. But the ones I've got 3 days and 19 hours, almost 4 days to do. Excuse me.
Jesus.
You told us last year she was working and moving in worked out like fate. I told you last year. I told the story. It was at gunpoint. How long have you and Holly been in cahoots together? 10 years this summer, next summer. Oh my God, it feels like a lifetime.
We're in cahoots?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Did we rob a bank together?
All right, Clyde.
That's right. I'd be the damn man in the bank heist. Oh, my internet was going up and down the day. Comcast don't give a shit about me trying to get work done.
I hate them.
Ah, those bastards. Are you tired of not being able to find something to watch? Introducing Bad Ben TV. 12 films plus other content. Over 200 million minutes streamed. In 2016, the found footage film Bad Ben was launched and since then has streamed over 200 million minutes and spawned a prequel and 10 sequels. The Bad Ben film series has become a cult classic and is considered a hidden gem in the world of streaming television. I invite you to visit badbentv.com today and see what you've been missing. Makes a great Christmas gift. In a matter of minutes, you can finally have something to watch. That was hot, if I do say so myself. Fender's being a little forceful today to make sure I understand the story I told about our union. Let me tell you the typical day. I get up anywhere between 5 and 7, 99% of the time. I take the dogs out. I hop in the shower, get water all over this, clean up, come out. She gets moving. I take the dogs out. I try to get their harnesses on before she comes down. But as she comes down, they lose their fucking shit. And then I take them out to the car, take a Diet Coke and a Coke Zero out of the fridge, put in the car, put those gel ice packs in the cooler, because in case we stop at the grocery store, I have something to put the groceries in if they need cold. Then we go to Dunkin'. Then we gallivant, drive around a little. Then we come home. Most days we're back in the house by 9 a.m. Identical triplets is extremely rare. From what I've read, you normally have identical twins and a fraternal twin. The triplets that were in the singular commercials like 15, 20 years ago, they were identical twins and a fraternal twin. but because they were the same age and all boys, they look pretty much alike. I had a friend some years ago, and he had a twin brother who didn't survive, who I think might have been stillborn. But he also had twin sisters, so they were quintuplets in there. Well, no, quadruplets. And one of the babies didn't make it, but there was a boy and twin girls. There were twin boys and twin girls, but it turned out to be the survivors were a boy and twin girls. How about that? I had a question for Cherie there. Oh, Cherie, here's a question I have for you. Twice in the past week, people I know, Nurse Matt, who was Bad Ben in a couple of the films, and whose wedding I performed, they're having a daughter in February. And Chris, who works at the Philly Pretzel Factory, got married last April, is having his first child this April, who's a girl. And they showed me this shit I've never seen before, 3D and 4D ultrasounds. You can literally see a family resemblance in at least Matt's. I don't know what Chris's wife looks like. She could be gorgeous. She could be hideous. But no, she's obviously not hideous. But I could see in Matt's baby's face, I could see the family resemblance to Matt's older daughter. It's amazing. Cherie's a star now. She was in a news broadcast about delivering the triplets. The news article showed her in the OR, and I am there assisting the doctor. I was so happy to be a part of it. Cherie, do you give the doctors the same amount of shit you give me? Like, doctor, you forgot to cut the umbilical cord. Doctor, are you going to cut the umbilical cord? Doctor, have you cut the umbilical cord yet? Doctor, cut. I'm only kidding. I am quite witty tonight, though, aren't I? Now, here is an example of bullshit. Has anybody heard of Uptime.app? Apparently, their big investor was a founder of YouTube or something, but this is the email I get. Hi, Nigel. Great to hear from you, and sorry for the late reply. I know you have your Bad Ben film series and you're a content creator on YouTube, which you are doing well on. They don't know that. We have a team within the company that go out and handpick creators they think should be on the platform. What platform? You're talking their platform. Your content really looks interesting and not like anything we have on the app already. I would love to have a chat about this further and answer any more questions you have. Please feel free to book a session at a time that works for you. If none of the time slots are good for you, let me know, and I will input it manually on my end. Now, this is London. So it starts by saying, first of all, I know they're not in the United States because the date is listed as 22/11/23 release. That is the United States, we say month, day, year. Everywhere else goes day, month, year. So this person, I then write them back and I say something smart. Like, I say, sounds like a scam. A reply would indicate that I wrote to you first. I did not. First of all, her letter says, great to hear from you. Never heard from me. Jennifer, thank you. We got your gift. Thank you. Holly's already used it on me. I don't know if it was the one you intended to send, but my hair did not grow back. No, thank you for that. Smelled great. What'd you say it smelled like, Hal?
Patchouli.
Patchouli. That's like a pasta, isn't it?
No.
So this was their letter. Hi, Nigel. Great to hear from you and sorry for the late reply. Great to hear from you would indicate she was replying to me weeks after I wrote them. I never wrote them. You're a content creator on YouTube, which you are doing well on. They don't know that. So I wrote, sounds like a scam. A reply would indicate that I wrote you first. I did not. No, I know you did not make the first contact. I was apologizing for my late response to your previous email. What previous email? So she says, I can assure you it's not scam, but if you're not interested, I am more than happy to remove you from our interest list. It says, for some more content, we were named App of the Year by Google and App Store. We have Chad Hurley, the founder of YouTube, as one of our main investors, and we're also localizing into 22 more languages, but already released French. This will increase, also letting our creators grow with us. If you change your mind, feel free to get back in touch. So I'm like, first of all, this is the next question I ask. Okay, which of my films did you like the best? And what did you like about it? Tracy! How the hell are you? Tracy, I've been working hard. I've been filming. I'm on a break right now because Scott's out of town for 4 days, but that's okay because there's some scenes I am going. I will admit I took the night off tonight, but there's some scenes I'm going to shoot that I don't need him for to get some stuff done. And what else was I going to say about that? I'm going to be in another movie too. How dare you cheat on me, Cherie? The Conjuring tapes. Well, we'll have to see that. So Jared, who is our Dracula, he did good. Of course, it's tough there's a lot of pressure for these young kids to be on screen next to me because me as the seasoned expert. What is this spot on my body? It looks, Cherie, you're my medical professional in here. Is this like a liver spot? Am I about to start getting these dots all over my face? Oh my God. No hair. My neck sags like that's from losing weight. But I am kind of working right now, Fender. Thanks for appreciating the dedication I put into entertaining my Benites. It is quite the my goal. I got to raise a little more money to get some shit done, but my goal, I'd like to release this film in 2 weeks on December 20th. Now, just so you know how the Mandela Effect was an hour long, and originally the that's been there forever, Cherie. I think it's a birthmark. I'm just kidding. And originally, The Haunted Highway was an hour and 10 minutes, and then I added an additional 20 minutes to it, the werewolf scene. And That I released on Bad Ben TV is an hour and 30 minutes. The Haunted Highway. The werewolf scene is not in the version on Amazon, but there is a possibility here. We might release the Dracula situation as an hour and an hour long film for December 20th, and then re-release it with an additional 30 minutes in sometime in January. So but it's going smooth. Our Krampus count for this year. When was Krampus Day?
5th.
The 5th was yesterday, right? Oh, you're Krampus. You go to different Krampus events, don't you, Jennifer? By the way, Tracy Pinkerton, I will get out that package to you this week. Scott signed the cards as a bonus. Holly signed the cards. I signed the cards. And now I got to pack everything up, but I need to get some packing material. So,
Shut the fuck up.
Who? Me?
No. I'd never say that to you when you're around.
Jennifer, explain Krampus count to Monica. And Cherie wants to know, Holly, what's your favorite Sleep Token song?
Oh, my favorite Sleep Token song is
Swing
Give.
That Big Thing?
No, Give.
Give?
Give.
Oh, God. That's what they named the song, Give?
Yeah.
You know the songs I wrote for Lesbian Seance.
By the way, they're playing New York in May. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
You know what? Saturday Night Live looks good this week.
Who's on it?
Adam Driver.
And who else?
I don't know. But it just looked funny.
I don't care except for the musical guest. Bitch.
All right, I'm getting yelled at by Michael here. Let's see what he said. Oh, shit. I don't want that one. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lonely place. Monica, it's the night of December 5th. Krampusnacht. Adam says there are a lot of... Adam, thank you to you, too, for our gift. Holly rubbed it on my head. And it did not make my hair grow back, but I did grow hair on my feet. Adam, I got a couple. Email me. I'll hook you up. Is Darty going to assisted living? If you ask Darty, she's not. But that most likely seems like the plan. Wish we had that here, but Schenectady is boring. Well, let me tell you about Egg Harbor Township, what we do for the holidays. We have a group of kids that run around and puncture the inflatable Christmas decorations and get caught on ring cams and cameras and sometimes get busted for it and have to go to court in January and pay for the damage they created and apologize. Here, they could come run. See, though, the problem is I got so many motion detectors on this property that if they came running up to the house, we don't have inflatables. We've got like some wire reindeer bullshit and trees. But the motion sensor would go off and immediately the porch lights turn on and they think they're under. And if I said the word, hey, intruder alert, it's set to all outdoor sirens. You didn't know that, did you, Holly?
No.
I never tested it. That's why.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, last night Scott was telling Jared, who's our Dracula, that he says, yeah, Nigel's house is really automated. And that's because when I'm sitting here and I see on the camera, they pull in the driveway, I open the garage door and they come walking in. Hi, Ashton, where the hell you been? And then I can turn on the lights, turn off the lights, unlock the front door, lock the front door. The only thing I couldn't get an automated lock for was the screen door because they don't make them that depth. Oh my God. Apologize to the fans.
Sorry.
She just released gas from her, at least it's from her mouth this time.
What do you mean this time?
I've heard you occasionally squeak out a toot.
Somebody jumped off the Caesars parking garage.
Well, they're dead, right?
Doesn't say.
The issue is we just had Holly's reading the news. Somebody jumped off the Caesars Casino parking garage, which assuredly means they're dead, unless they were like an acrobat or doing parkour. And the question is, did they hit anybody below them?
Doesn't say.
I think that would be mentioned if they did. Got the kids' Christmas shopping finally done. Good for you. Well, Ashton, when you're depressed, that's when you come in here because I get to bring joy. I am like the opposite of an energy vampire. Like Colin. Is that his name?
Colin Robinson.
Colin Robinson.
He's also on the Office, by the way.
That has got to be one of the greatest shows on television. We have a metal security screen door. Well, when I had our screen doors put up, I had the guy that did them put on a lower level of like heavier duty screen so that the dogs can't blast through. They can't anyway because there's like, well, the door they can't, but the other they could if we didn't have that screen up. Oh, Fender just, you know what Fender just said? I'll let her watch before I block her. She just said you could be Colin's cousin, matching haircuts. How dare you, Fender? How dare you? All right, I won't block you.
That was a good one.
It is the holiday season. I won't block you. Howie,
Yes.
put in your notes, Fitch.
What?
Put in your notes to remind me, Fitch.
Bitch?
Yeah, our witches.
Okay.
The Fitch witch you can put.
Whatever you want.
Fender clean. Oh, Ashton said I'm her uncle. You know, a couple articles that have been written about Bad Ben and all refer to me as the weird uncle we all have. I mean, what the hell is that about? Don't they know I have feelings?
It's a compliment.
Huh?
It's a compliment.
The weird uncle?
Yes.
My weird uncles, I would not compare myself to. They were fucking weird. Except for, well, Uncle Eddie was cool. I liked him. My mother had no brothers, so I only had an aunt, and her husband was my uncle. He was kind of sassy. Uncle Ted was cool too. Turtle Hunters SNJ liked my reel. That's Matt, by the way, Nurse Matt. Tom Kelly claims he's heard me occasionally squeak out a toot. Number one, it's not a squeak. I am not busting ass unless it resonates.
You have.
Unless, not silent tweets. But let me tell you something. You can tell. You know how what my saying is?
What?
You know.
Nothing in the butt?
Nothing in the butt. Correct. And you
so
can
you have a tight butthole,
you can tell because when it's like whereas people that have regularly had butt sex will go like it's like
I'll never look at people the same way again.
Well, if you ever hear someone go, oh, excuse me, know that last night, either if they're a dude, their same-sex partner either went at them with a monster vessel type kabasi, or if they're, a hetero, the old lady is strapping on some equipment, or using vegetables,
or their Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt, you read me that story too. Oh, folks, look, I just lost viewers talking about ass. Tom, we have, I told you this before, I think, we have a newscaster in Philadelphia named Bob Kelly. And actually, I did fart in one of the Bad Ben films, and I left it in the film.
It was great.
It was upstairs in the attic. I haven't been back there since.
It was great.
And this Bob Kelly got punched in the face at a bar in southern New Jersey this summer. And the guy that did it did know who he was. And
say did or didn't?
Did not, and apologized. And Bob Kelly's legal team said it was part of a TikTok challenge. Could you imagine TikTok allowing videos where people just randomly go up and knock somebody out?
Doesn't surprise me.
Oh, TikTok, they do some ridiculous shit. What was that thing where people were taking, I shouldn't even mention this here, I'm as guilty, where they were taking like teaspoons full of cinnamon?
Yeah.
I will tell you the one where they eat that blue hot chip.
Yeah. Well, they've done that. People eat like ghost peppers and stuff, so.
Ghost peppers, that's bullshit too. I'm not eating anything that hot. I like jalapenos are about as hot as I get.
Oh, you like the hot chips.
Oh, the hot chips are good. Hers hot chips. I was having a discussion about this. I had my oil change yesterday. And down here in the studio, I keep a box of the small bags of Doritos for when people are over here filming. And so Tommy, who changes my oil right up the street, they will always drive me down here and drop me off and take the car back, change the oil, and then come pick me up. So it's quite convenient. So when it came back to pick me up, I was already, wrist deep in a bag of those Doritos. So I took him out a bag and we got talking about chips. And he said, I like the barbecue Doritos. Have you heard of such a thing, Hal?
No.
He might be fucked up, you know. He might have sucked in a few too many exhaust fumes. But he said he likes the barbecue Doritos. So I got to try them. Hello, Annie. But then I said, you know what I like? I like the Hers hot chips.
The Utz ones are good too.
Not as good as the Hers.
No, of course not.
But you know, the Hers you can look at, and if they're red, you know it's going to fuck you up. I was at a high of 22 viewers. I'm now down to 15, huh?
Their loss.
Look at this. I don't know why I get these emails for private airplanes and helicopters. Due to continued persistent demand, we've added Thursday flights to the Hamptons schedule. Oh, well, book me. But I think these are meant to take off. Could you imagine being so rich that you get in the elevator of your penthouse and you go up to the roof and a helicopter picks you up and flies you to your house in the Hamptons? Annie said, hi, Holly, where are the dogs? Annie, you do see me sitting here, right?
Hello.
Holly says hi. The dogs are fine. I think they're laying down because I hear calm. Is Sable over here?
No.
She's out on the couch in the other room. Cherie said, it's spelled Herrs. That's the last name of the owners. Hers. Also, Utz is a brand which is also locally owned. I don't think they go beyond the tri-state area. But my favorite still is the Cheetos truck. Welcome to the Hotel California. Let me tell you something, Tom. Back to the thing about gas. It's not safe to hold it in. You just need to get somewhere considerate. Oh, I thought Utz was local to the area because I think Mr. Utz lives in Sea Isle City, or they have a house there. I've had honey wheat pretzels. They're good. But don't we get Utz pretzels, Hal?
Yes.
We get the barrel of the Utz pretzels. What's those pretzel twist bullshit you like?
Oh, I like the Snyder's twists.
Schneider's twists. But what's the one flavor, like the blue cheese or some bullshit?
It's, the sour cream and onion.
Oh, yeah, they suck.
No, they don't.
Annabelle says, hello, I'm new here.
That isn't very nice.
Well, Anna, you're going to have a bunch of people say hello to you, but because you're on Facebook, you're not going to see their comments. Their comments will come through YouTube, which we have people on here through Facebook, Nigel Bach, Bad Bad Movie, Nigel Bach Productions on YouTube, Nigel Bach on Twitch, Bad Bad Movie on Twitter, and Nigel Bach on Twitter. Utz, well, you might have some people with an accent. What does Holly want for Christmas? Vessel. She wants him wrapped in a package with his package.
In a package or anything.
See, here, let me give you an example here, Annabelle. That is, Janaea said, hi, Anna, welcome. I wish they would make this so I could have your comments actually come up on screen. So, in addition to, yeah, we're filming 13. That's the priority now. Vessels what? Package. Annie, come on.
Or a ticket to see them, but mostly just him.
Maybe he'll start doing cameos and he'll just come on and he won't speak. He'll just come on and go, huh? Maybe he'll show you his appendage. I'm telling you, I think he has, what are those things called? Where's Cherie? What is it called when the twin is part of your body? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your body absorbed most of your twin, but not all of it. I think he's got his twin's arm hanging out of his body. Look, here is more hand pink waving. Hi, Anna. Tom Kelly says, hi, Anna. I think Holly would jump on stage and jump on him. I'd pay to see that. Not conjoined twins. It's something else. It's called like Cherie. Cherie, Google it, for crying out loud. I refer to you as my medical expert in here. Cherie delivers babies, and she's only ever dropped one. And it grew up to make films called Bad Ben.
There is something called vanishing twin syndrome.
Vanishing twin syndrome? Well, Annabelle, if I show your comment here, that's how you say hello to the. If you parasitic twin. Annabelle, if you come, or Anna, if you come into fetus in fetu, Adam says. There was a famous, I know you never dropped. There was a famous set of twins that went to be in a circus where his twin, like the head and one arm came out of like his chest. It was actually kind of grotesque, but. What are those twin girls who are just one body all the way up to their chest and then their two heads? They have such a good attitude. Anna, if you went to YouTube at Nigel Bach Productions, it should say that I'm doing a live. And if you came in there, Fender, you could see all these comments. She says, perfect for Nad Ben movies. I mean, bad movies, not Siamese twins. On The Office, Dwight says he's so strong because he absorbed his twin in the womb.
Yes. Jennifer is also watching Friends now.
Right.
And she agrees with me that Ross is the absolute worst character on the show. Because he's a overgrown infant child.
He's a man child.
He's horrible.
Did it ever get into how they all became friends?
Well, Ross was friends with Rachel and Chandler in school. I guess they met Joey through Chandler being his roommate, and Phoebe was Monica's friend. So
Fender agrees. She hates Ross with a passion also. She didn't say that, but she just says
character.
She says, I agree, Holly, but I filled in the level to which she agrees.
I'm not a huge Monica fan either because I just don't think Courtney Cox is a very good actress.
Oh, I like Courtney Cox.
But
in Scream.
Oh yeah.
I never watched Friends, really. Here and there, I saw an episode.
It's all about.
Adam said the twins' names are the Hensel twins, Abby and Brittany. Hey, Google, what's it called when you got a twin, part of a twin growing out of your body?
In that
On the
movie.
website ny.clevelandclinic.org, they say parasitic twin. A parasitic twin is a type of conjoined twin where one fetus stops developing but remains attached to its twin. The other twin continues to develop, but is usually born with the limbs, organs, or other tissue structures from its parasitic twin still attached. It's a very rare condition.
What I told you.
Thank you. It is parasitic twin. Merciless Bat. Are you Annabelle? What's the guy that though in Harry Potter that had the head on the back of him?
That was a parasitic twin, just like that movie. Malignant.
Oh yeah, Malignant. She had some shit growing out the back of her head too. Oh, that's not you. Hello, Merciless. Bat or bot? I hope it's bat, because if you're a bot, I can't handle that pressure. Professor Quirrell.
Yes.
That's who Sarah Ann said he is. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lonely place. Such a lonely place.
Lovely.
Such a lovely place. All right. Corrected me in front of the Benites. The weather over here today is chilly, but we're expecting weather in the 60s Saturday and Sunday, which is very unusual for southern New Jersey. I bet you we hit 70 on Sunday. And then it's in the 40s the next day. That's how people get sick. I have not had my gummies.
Has anybody else out there played Myrtle?
Has anybody played Myrtle? This one over here sent me a link to play Myrtle today. She says, it's a puzzle, do it.
Do that shit.
And I did. I mean, I opened it, but it was way too involved.
You're unbelievable.
Here, let's try one of these apple gummies. What are these? Are 10 count, 10 milligrams THC. I should bite this in half, though. This is going to fuck me up.
You've taken the 100 milligram.
Oh, here's one already bitten in half. Yeah, the 100 milligrams I haven't been taking because they do ruin me. All right, this is 10. Oh, here comes Archer. He knows I have food. You want some weed? Woo!
Oh, I want to make these cookies.
Is it like Wordle? Well,
Yes.
it's called Myrtle.
It's Myrtle. You solved a
You-
little mystery.
You got to solve a little mystery if you got time for that horse shit.
It's not that difficult to do.
Bud says hi, Nigel. Holly's here too. So Holly and I both say hi, Bud.
Santa
Um,
Claus is coming to town.
Annie just made me take drugs.
I'm going to send you this thing for this cookies.
How are you sending it to me?
How do you want me to send it to you?
Send me a text. Welcome to. I did recycling today. We also, today was our recycling food drive. I'm not really tired. I was working on a commercial all day, but let me see. Adam's asking about where's my fucking mouse? Oh, there it is. Holiday inspo and decent, the easiest recipe you'll ever make. Let me see this bullshit. 3 ingredient cookies.
Checking it twice, gonna find out.
Oh shit! I gotta turn that off or they'll block. 1 box of chocolate cake mix, a container of Cool Whip, and powdered sugar, all mixed together. And it looks like a turd covered in snow. Now they look good. Mix 1 8-ounce container of Cool Whip with 1 box of chocolate cake mix. Scoop the dough mixture into balls. Drop the balls into powdered sugar to coat them. Bake at 350. Well, I can get these ingredients if you can make them.
I'll make them. I've had those cook. Well, I've had similar cookies before like that.
They do look shitty, though.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, you wipe my asshole.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I don't do Cousin Darty's grocery runs because she's in the in rehab right now. Bud loves his Bad Ben t-shirt. Which one did you get, Bud? Anna said, can I tell you about my day? Because I look tired. We went out this morning, got up kind of early too. We went out this morning. We went to Dunkin'. I went to Acme because I saw, first of all, this Wednesday mornings on recycling day are hell. Because I not only got to feed the dogs, I got to take out the trash, I got to take out the recycling, I got to take them both to the curb. But it was also their holiday, their annual food drive. So you put like canned goods out on top of your recycling bin, and they take them to the local food, the place where people go if they need some help. And we've got a really, really good one here. Where are you going? I'm out of soda.
Where do I get it?
In the refrigerator.
Here or over there?
No, over there. Back out by the garage. I do not miss the Cousin Darty run. It's something that I will, in the event she came home, which folks, I don't see how that'll be. But in the event she came home, I would continue to do them. But it's become a bit much. So who, with the exception of everybody that's in here whose names I recognize, who can donate $1, $5, whatever you can, to that link that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen? Most of you here, I recognize your names and you've already done it, so don't. But if you haven't, you'd be doing us a solid. All right, let me tell you, have you been getting these spam texts from people you don't know and they're scams? And like I get this one, hey, how you doing? And it's nobody I know. They're trying to get you in a conversation and then they want to ask you something about, you can grab just one of the small bottles, or did you already get it? I don't have my glass.
Did you tell me that? No, you didn't.
You know, I'm going to tell you who my 5 friends are. Fill it in the fridge and bring it to me, please. I can't get up. I'm busy. So I get this, usually it says, hey, how you doing? Long time no talk. It's nobody I know. They're trying to engage you in a conversation. So today I actually wrote back. Somebody wrote, do you have time tomorrow afternoon? And they're expecting me to say, for what? Oh, aren't we going to, and they're going to try to convince me to send them money or give them financial information. So they write, do you have time tomorrow afternoon? I said, sure. I am in the Atlantic County jail. Can you bail me out, please? It's $2,000. Hurry. Hello? I wrote. Then a couple minutes later, please. Then I wrote, my phone is dying. They don't know I have it, so I can't charge it. Never heard back. Fender says, thank you, Holly. We see your hard work. You don't see shit. Sorry. You don't see the crap she gives me all day long. Ow! Yeah, Tracy, he was telling me he was very appreciative. And he said he gave you, well, I better not say what he gave you because it might cause a rush on him. That was his, he's a good guy. Listen to Tracy using the technical terms. Michael says there's a bug that dev, meaning developers, needs to fix. Yeah, they'll fix it overnight. Cousin Darty had a fall about a month ago. And she laid on the kitchen floor for 4 hours. She has a life alert watch, but she didn't press it because she was hallucinating that I was standing there and her mother, who's been gone for like 35 years, was standing there. And she kept yelling at us to help her get up. And then when she realized we weren't there, that's when she pressed the life alert. And anyway, she went to the hospital. Her oxygen was really low. She had to be intubated, and she was, put in an induced coma for that. And I thought that was all she wrote. But she came out of that. She was able to come off of that. She's been on oxygen. She finally, after 2 weeks, got sent to rehab, and she's there now. She's getting an IV antibiotic because at one point they said she had MRSA. And then they said she didn't have MRSA. And then this week they said she had MRSA. So anyway.
Oh, she did have it?
Yeah, I think. They still don't know for sure.
Do they know anything that's wrong with her?
They know that her insurance is paying them $400 a day or some bullshit.
I've never seen a place that you can't even find out what's wrong with the person that's in there. It's unbelievable.
I went in there. Let me tell you something. I was getting a lot of looks from these 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds. They were checking me out.
They wanted you.
I wore my good jeans.
They wanted your worship wand.
Oh my God, you're disgusting.
What? That's what they call Vessel's thing.
You might.
No, his fans call it the worship wand.
What's he doing letting that thing just swing around like that? He could take someone's eye out.
He doesn't like socks or he doesn't like shoes. So he must not like underwear either.
No shoes, no underwear.
He wears these little booty things. He's British. What do you want from me?
He's British. I have a lot of fans that are British. Now,
Next time you go into Acme,
right.
could you please, because I keep forgetting to ask you, try and get me a croissant?
A croissant.
Yes.
Why don't we go into Audi? Not Audi. What's that? Little's.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but they have very good ones.
You need a plug also. For what? Fender's saying those good bidets are like $400. I think they're about $250 a good bidet toilet seat. You need a plug also. What are you plugging? I think you're using it wrong. Is the plug for your butt afterwards? Now I think you might be talking about a regular bidet, which is stupid. You hover over a sink. That's stupid. I saw one of them once and I said, what the fuck? But I like to sit. In fact, if you're constipated, we cover everything here, folks. And you get that bidet aimed just right. It presses right into the butthole.
Well, maybe that's what somebody needs to give Brad Pitt.
Oh my God, I don't want to talk about him. The dryer is built in.
Yes.
The warm water squirt. You don't need a plug. Fender, what are you talking about? Before you buy, talk to me. I don't want you to buy something wrong. If it requires a plug, I'm a little concerned. Oh, you need a plug, like to plug it in. I get it. For a minute there, you had me worried. I thought after you used it, you had to plug up the old starfish. Excuse me for putting it so vulgar. But no, she means you need. Yeah, but that heats the seat too. So when you go in there and you sit on that seat in the middle of winter, your butt is encircled in warmth. But let me tell you something. If your power goes out, within a minute, that toilet seat is ice cold. And for the ladies, there's a front wash too. I guess that gets in there and, freshens up. But if you're a dude, make sure you're only hitting the rear wash, because if not, your balls get a spray. Get a spray you weren't intending. And the dryer's nice, but the dryer doesn't really work. I mean, you put it on there, it's kind of like a little blow dry, but you still want to dab when you're done. But during the pandemic, I was laughing at people fighting for toilet paper. I get one of those big rolls of toilet paper. It lasts me 2 years. Not a roll, but the big package of them. But I think I'm down to the last one. Do we have toilet paper over there?
Yes.
All right, I'm good. I have backup paper. And yeah, thank God I figured out what you meant by plug. Well, you can get like usually most bathrooms have near the sink a tub. I mean a outlet for electric razors and shit. But you can normally get yourself a good sized extension cord, a good gauge. No, I got my first bidet I got from like a medical supply place when I was buying my mom's stuff. And then I got Holly one to wash that ass. Excuse me for putting it so bluntly. And that I think I ordered from Amazon. But you can get them from Home Depot and Lowe's and anywhere. But make sure it's got heated water and a heated seat. But you shouldn't have to pay $400. I should become a spokesperson for the bidet, huh? What do you think? How?
What?
I think I should become a spokesperson for the bidet.
I think so too.
I think they should sponsor my films. I'll sit on a bidet in the film. So I think everybody's here watching me slip into being stoned.
Oh God.
Here, let's show this again.
Are you tired of not being able to find something to watch? Introducing Bad Ben TV. 12 films plus other content. Over 200 million minutes streamed. In 2016, the found footage film Bad Ben was launched and since then has streamed over 200 million minutes and spawned a prequel and 10 sequels. The Bad Ben film series has become a cult classic and is considered a hidden gem in the world of streaming television. I invite you to visit badbentv.com today and see what you've been missing. Makes a great Christmas gift. In a matter of minutes, you can finally have something to watch.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I've slidden down even more.
Oh Jesus.
Tom said he's here to watch me slide into, what do you call it when you're, I mean, other than stone, is it like inebriated or is that specifically alcohol? How?
I don't know.
Oh, God, where's Sable?
She's not over here. Archer's on top of me.
Archer's on top of Holly. I've been trying to look up a group. All right, Jennifer, here's what it is. Jennifer says, I've been trying to look up what grossness Brad Pitt has committed, but I can just find that he doesn't wash much. Yeah,
That's
he is
not
known.
it.
That's not it, though. He is known to stink.
That's not it.
Is there a poop connection? Well, yes and no. Poop's not involved, but he apparently, listen, we're all friends here, right? So I
Just
can
give a
talk.
warning before you say it.
This is a warning. It's going to be graphic. So if you want to go out the room, you won't hurt my feelings. But I'll give you 5 to get out if you don't want to hear this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He apparently likes to eat ass
And have it done to him as well.
for like long periods of time and have it done to him also. So, but he does at least, don't they get in a hot tub or something?
Supposedly, when he was married to Angelina Jolie, he would have escorts come over to the house, have them sit in the hot tub for an hour to get rid of like certain things, and then he would go to town.
While he was married?
Yes, they both cheated on each other. They both cheated on each other with the same person who was their nanny.
So Angelina was having a girl on girl thing with the nanny, and Brad was having his way with the nanny.
Yes.
And they would sit her in the hot tub to clean her up down there. And then he would go to town on the brown eye and have her go to town on his. Well, you know, folks.
And they were, Angelina was still seeing Billy Bob.
She was still dating him after how compared to Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
But you know who else I hear stinks is Matthew McConaughey.
I've heard that too.
Like these guys are anti-deodorant or some bullshit. Jennifer says she hope he brushes his teeth and gargles. Before or after? Both. Let me see. If anything weird were to ever come out about Nigel Bach, what would it be, Hop?
What do you call it? The toothpick and the cheese balls.
Yeah, that's about that. That's not a sexual thing. I don't have any weird sexual things other than lack of. But I don't like eating cheese ball. I love cheese balls, but I don't like getting the cheese on my hand. You know, like the cheese puffs, but they're balls. So what I do is I will like get a toothpick and stab the cheese balls and eat them.
And I have a friend who now does it because of him.
Who?
Gina.
Oh, well, see, though, doesn't it make sense? I mean,
She said it was the most brilliant thing she'd heard.
It is. And let me tell you something. I wear, and I give Holly a pair of gloves, too, when we get chicken wings. But let me tell you, though, the reason I have rubber gloves in the house, so you don't think, oh, there's a Nigel Box secret. You know, I had neuropathy, and my feet were bothering me till I got that roll-on shit, that Australian roll-on shit, which is unbelievable. If you have neuropathy, folks, and your feet tingle and bother you and shit like that, I dealt with that for years. And I saw this shit online. I said, that's bullshit. And I got it, and it changed my life. But I get gloves to put it on because you're supposed to rub it in after you put it on. And it's eucalyptus, and it's really strong. Probably it's good for your hands, too. But I just don't. The smell's a little strong. Tracy admits that is a smart way to eat them. Tracy, thank you. You know what else I eat that way? I like that cheddar popcorn smart food bullshit. They'll fuck up your hands too. So I like to dump that in a bowl and stab them with a toothpick. But more so the cheese balls. I got Holly last year a popcorn popper. Right, Hal?
Yes.
She uses that bullshit. And makes good popcorn. What's the brand? Orville Redenbacher?
Yeah, we're almost out of that.
Oh, God, another demand.
Not demanding shit.
You know what? I'm demanding that mouth.
What about it?
Get under control. You know what I still want, folks? I still have, folks. If you want to get in time for Christmas. I got the Bad Ben films on a USB stick that instead of Blu-rays and needing a Blu-ray player or need to have the channel or something, this has all 12 films plus the Witch Bitch, Bad Ben's Night Before Christmas, the Santa Zombie, and Bad Barbie are all on this. And it's a USB drive that you can plug right into your smart TV and watch all the Bad Ben films, plus those 4 bonus features, all in 4K. And if you're plugging this into your computer and you say, but Nigel, I don't have that big USB port. I now pasta-filled bread loaves. I like that. You know how I like my spaghetti sandwiches. And if you say, I don't have that big USB plug on my computer, my Apple, Air doesn't have that. Don't worry, folks, because look, you switch this around and it's the USB-C port. So I have these in stock with a variety of keychains. You can take it to your friend's house, you can take it to your family's house over the holidays. It says, watch this. And I don't know either, but it was the keychain I could find, Adam. I also have Sally, is that her name?
Yes.
And I have Spider-Man, and I have Harry Potter, and all the Super Mario are sold out. So these are in the Bad Ben shop. Welcome to the Hotel California. I'm also going to put back in, if you want to be someone's big shot, I'm going to put it, in fact, I'm going to do that right now. Oh, man, I'm feeling the effects of this bullshit now. I might wind up vomiting right here. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to put back in the associate producer and the producer credits.
Did you look at the video?
No.
Of course.
Oh, stop it.
Stop it.
This is a producer of Bad Ben 13. That's not doing that. You can be a producer or an associate producer. You can buy for yourself or somebody else. I just made them active again in the store. They haven't been active for over a month.
Archer, you need to stop farting on me. Please.
That doll laying back there is one of the dolls from Bad Barbie. Monica was ordering groceries online. I'll tell you what, if somebody thinks they have an interest in the 4K drive, let me know. I might offer that for a good price while we're live here.
What 4K drive?
The 4K thumb drive
Oh.
that I just showed.
Twice.
I also have like 2 more Tom Riley talkers. And both those, the thumb drive and the Tom Riley talker, would ship tomorrow if you order them. Holly, below Fitchwitch, put in the notes, Tom Riley talker, TRT. Just put TRT. There's also the custom Sassy Tom Riley videos. You guys want to hear it? Let me, Holly, I think I should read that, don't you? All right. The one of them is there's 2 versions. They're $49 to get a video of me recording a story that's customized to you. And one of them is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This was popular last year, sold over 100 of them. Like say your last name was Barnes. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the Barnes house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And then I just go on to say, like, you give me a couple hobbies or a couple things, and I work it into the story. And that winds up being about 4 minutes long. I'm in Santa Claus pants and a hat, sitting on stage with the tree. But the new one this year, in addition to that, is the 12 Days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, I sing it. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, and my true love is changed with your name. So say your true love was Bob. On the first day of Christmas, Bob gave to me a headache. A headache. And then I go through all 12. So I'll just read you the 12th one, all right? Because they're all the same. You just keep adding something. The 12th one goes, on the 12th day of Christmas, Bob gave to me 12 hours of the silent treatment, 11 things I forgot to do on this list, 10 reasons why I should worship him, 9 fucking fish sticks. I hate fish sticks. 8 stale Milky Way bars, a list of 7 gifts I need to pick up for his fucking family, 6 reasons to slip my wrist, 5 bags of trash to take out, 4 reasons how I failed him, 3 choices of Hallmark bullshit to watch, 2 hours of shit to fix around the house, and a headache. All right. Tom Kelly said, so they're $49 till the 15th, and then they go up because people start ordering these in the last week to 10 days of Christmas, and it gets backed up. Oh shit. So I customize them for male or female. And I'll also use, and if you want pronouns used or something, just let me know. Squatch is in the room, everybody. Holly Squatch is in the room. Everybody, Squatch is in the room. Oh, thank God he's here. Tom says he keeps his Tom Riley talker in the car to cheer him up while sitting in LA traffic. You know what we need to get? We need to get Tom Rileys that are like this, that you can stretch for relief. Squatch, I had a gummy about 30 minutes ago, so I'm fading fast. I got Holly the Abominable Snowman of this, by the way. I think this is a gorilla. Squatch, did they ever find out who stole your bike? Isn't that relaxing? Hello. What's that called, Hal?
What?
Those talks where they point at the camera and they like scratch.
ASMR.
ASMR. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you? Oh. 5 golden rings. 3 turtle doves. Oh. And a partridge in a pear tree. So if you're going to want if anybody wants to buy a thumb drive tonight, let me know. I'll give you a good price on that. A real good price. And there's a couple Tom Riley talkers left. It's in the Bad Ben store. By the way, folks, here's my little container where I keep the magical backup drive for Bad Ben 13. This thing was on sale on Target. It's a 2 terabyte drive that's cheaper by $25 than the 1 terabyte drive. Double the size, $25 less. I did hear from Mitch. He's doing better. They got a handle on what's been bugging him health-wise. I would tell you, but he's a little private when it comes to that, so it's his to tell. Tom Riley ASMR would be hilarious. Hello, how are you? Are you watching a Bad Ben film tonight? I hope you are. I was just doing it, Hal.
You don't understand what it is.
Oh, yes, I do. There was the one woman I used to pick, and she talked really like this.
She taught you whisper into the microphone. You don't necessarily have to do anything with your hands.
She would touch the camera. I have to admit it was a little soothing. But I made the mistake one day of doing it while sitting on the bidet, and the sensation was a bit horrifying. Five golden rings.
You know what?
What?
I think I need to get off of TikTok right now.
Why?
Because you look at one video and then that's all the shit that comes up. I got Saltburn videos all over the place.
I never search on TikTok for any
I didn't
videos.
search anything. I clicked on that one video where they're talking about that scene with the bathtub.
You know,
And now I've seen like 5 or 6 of them in a row, and this one there is a harsh discussion going on over the size of their penises.
oh my God, people look at me and they think because the mouth and the films, I'm vulgar. Little do they know that you are a toilet mouth.
Me? I didn't say anything.
You just said penis.
I said penis because that's what they're talking
Oh
about.
my God, stop talking about penises.
What? Don't
There's
say-
only one in this basement. Well, Archer.
I'm not allowed to say the word penis anymore?
Do I come out and say vagina?
No?
Well, yeah, I do.
You got upset when I said I didn't like the word boobies and I just prefer titties.
Titties? Titties sounds vulgar. Boobies sounds like you're a 5-year-old. What else was I saying? I forget. Squatch, where are you? Squatch said hi, and that was it. Good evening, people. And he's been silent ever since. He's probably fixing dinner. By the way, folks, if you order a Cameo, don't ask me to sing a song. The only 2 Cameos I've turned down, somebody asked me to sing a song, and I told them I don't know the song. So I would have to go learn it, and I'm not doing all that shit. How many TikTok followers am I up to? Where's Mitch when you need him? What are you doing? Adam says if you haven't seen it, watch Letters to Satan. It's like a Hallmark Christmas movie that was turned into a horror comedy. I want to watch that one with the sheriff from Stranger Things, that Santa movie. I just don't. He, as an actor, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. But that looks funny. What was I going to ask Mitch? I said you got a handle on it, but did not go into details. Christmas staying here. And a couple years ago, my next door neighbors own a house in Florida. So they were out of town, and ShopRite has she's laughing about something. Has prime rib on sale.
Oh, I do?
No, not yet. I'm just telling the story. Mitch said, thank you, everyone, for checking in. He's doing good. So I always used to have turkey on Thanksgiving, turkey on Christmas, ham on New Year's, ham on Easter. But my neighbors wanted me to pick up prime rib for Christmas that was on sale in a grocery store up here. So I did, and I said to Mrs. Biggins, I said, why don't we try prime rib for Christmas? So now we've done that the past 2 years, 3 years. It was before the pandemic. So we'll have prime rib on Christmas, and we stay home. And that's it. We just hang out here. And then New Year's, we'll have ham. And we try to stay awake New Year's Eve. See, I'm thinking about it and I'm yawning. And we'll watch the ball drop, and then it's New Year's. Two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. And Scott's in Las Vegas for 4 days. And I got to film some shit while he's away. And Bad Ben TV, folks, great Christmas present. And our goal, by the way, if you don't want to donate because you get nothing in return besides your name in the credits, you can go subscribe to Bad Ben TV at badbentv.com, and you'll get a full year. It's $60, $5 a month for a full year subscription. And if I got 30 people to subscribe to Bad Ben TV in the next day or so, I can get it done, and we can launch it December 20th, 2 weeks from today. Got a lot of shit to do yet. But by the way, when you sign up on Bad Ben TV, it will give you access to Roku, and it will give you access to, first of all, you can watch them all here on your computer or on your phone. However you're watching me now, you'll be able to watch Bad Ben TV if you can open a web browser. Or you can also log into your Roku and your Fire TV. You can log into them all, not just one or the other. Now you'll be able to log in. Say you have a Roku in the living room and a Fire TV in your bedroom. You can open it, install the app on both, and open it on both. Not only are there the movies, there's also some other movies we have on there. Spontaneous Human Combustion, Freak Accident, The Dark Tapes, which is really good. Plus, Holly and I review them. We've got a bunch of episodes of Access Paranormal, which I planned on already starting, but I need to get this film done. Access Paranormal will be back in the new year. And Biggins Drive Time. I just put back on the Roku, the Bad Ben TV, the Santa Zombie, the Bad Ben's Nightmare Before Christmas, the Witch Bitch are on there. We'll be adding stuff constantly in the new year. Roku has been doing good. Adam, I answered your email. So let me see this. This is the Bad Ben shop link. So you'll want to go there if you want to get any of this stuff. But if you do want the 4K drive, email me, and I can give you a good price on that right now. Tonight, don't be what this broadcast is happening at 8:30 on December 6th. Don't watch this at midnight and then email me tomorrow, because I'll say, no, you can email me. What do we have planned coming up? Well, this week, without the Dracula here and Scott here, I'm filming some shit on my own. Everybody here, Norman Lear died today. I think he was 100 years old.
Did you tell them you're watching Fargo?
We're watching Fargo. It's very good. Tonight's episode was a little slow.
I disagree.
Holly disagrees, publicly shaming me once again. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a headache. Oh, no, that's the first day. He passed away, 100 years old. I remember watching All in the Family as a kid. That was so foul. I was going to talk something about something I found fun. I'm not usually a fan of racist jokes, but it's not a racist joke. It's a joke about racism. I don't know if you guys have seen this video where, you know how people of color can use the slang term when talking to each other, and a lot of people of color don't appreciate that, especially mothers don't like it when the kids are calling each other the N-word. Well, there's this comedian, and there's this black guy comes up to a white guy who owes him money and says, "Where's my money?" Well, standing with the white guy is a black guy, like friend or somebody he hired, the white guy answers, says, "What you talking about?" And then he points to the black guy who will say the N-word. You have to say it. I probably shouldn't even told it because I made it sound like stupid. Monica says, "I've been down and not feeling good lately. A cold and a sore throat. Ugh. Not COVID at least, so I'm happy." You know, I was saying to Holly today, I said, do we know anybody that has had COVID recently? Parts of the region will see a coating of snow Thursday morning. You know who used to really, who saw nothing as off limits was Don Rickles. Well, you guys are saying that, you know, your sister and niece have COVID right now, but I don't know anybody around here that anybody I know personally that has had COVID in months. Let me tell you, you know who was vulgar? Was Buddy Hackett. And people think of him from the Disney movies and all, and they don't think so. But he told my brother-in-law is a professional musician, and when these comedians used to come to Atlantic City, he would be in the show band that played them on stage and off stage, and they normally have an opening musical act like a singer or something. Buddy Hackett told this joke where he said, I went to this Mexican restaurant and I got the shits. So I run into the bathroom and I sit down on the toilet, and I mean, I exploded. And when I'm done, I reach for the toilet paper and there is none, but there's a little hole with a sign that says, clean yourself with your hand and stick it in here and it'll be licked clean by human tongue. So what choice did I have? So I cleaned myself up. I stuck my hand in there and someone on the other side had a hammer and hit my hand. I went, ah! So, but he was vulgar. Don Rickles, I'll tell you Don Rickles' story because he used to come to Atlantic City a lot. And my brother-in-law and his brother, who were both pro musicians, used to play his show. And he used to pick on people in the audience. He'd look at somebody and make fun of their weight and make fun of their appearance. And he was brutal like that. My brother-in-law's brother was a very heavy guy, and he was making fun of him and his weight. But right off stage, and you couldn't see it, was members of Don Rickles' staff. And they were taking down like seats and names and descriptions. And the moment the show ended, the staff would rush out to the people he picked on, like the fat guy, the old woman, my brother-in-law's brother, and they would rush out to them with a bottle of wine for being good sports. I remember I forget who the comedian was, but I was at a show when we were out in Las Vegas for work. And my buddy, who was a big heavyset guy says, oh, I know what will give you an erection. He says, food. And everybody laughed, and he laughed, and he didn't get a bottle of wine now. Yeah, well, you can always, the one thing about if you're not in, I'm not a drinker, but if you are into alcohol, I mean, if you're not into alcohol, the one thing you can do is always give the bottle away. So here is the store right now. There's the Bad Ben Sassy videos you can order. And until the 15th, they're cheap. And then there's the thumb drive. I still got a couple of them left. And there's the Tom Riley Talker. And there's the producers if you want to be for Bad Ben 13 to help it get done. But the Tom Riley Talker and the thumb drive will ship tomorrow. If you order it tonight. Whenever you ship it, it'll ship either same day or next day. I've only got a couple of the talkers left. I've only got a couple of the thumb drives left. So that's at the link you see scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Although you have to type it in. You can't. I wish they would make it possible to do hot links, but they don't. It wasn't just those days, Fender. It's a lot of people drink today. And especially around the holidays. I know that around here, I used to go out. We're talking 30 years ago. We used to go out on Thanksgiving Eve to this bar down in Summers Point called the Anchorage. And it would be crowded because all these people come home, the college kids come home and all that. And that was a heavy drinking night. And then, of course, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, a lot of the younger people will go back to college if they come home at all, because they, a month later they're out of school for a month, so they'll be home. But they would go drink. Five golden rings. What is our fifth item on the fifth day of Christmas? Let me scroll down here. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 bags of trash to take out, 4 reasons why I failed her, 3 choices of Hallmark bullshit to watch, 2 hours of shit to fix around the house, and a headache. Boom. Yeah, well, that's why if you do drinking water or water afterwards is essential, because the liquor does dehydrate you. Let me tell you something. When I was 300 pounds, it's about 10 years ago. But when I was that heavy, it's longer than that now. But I used to have to go to the bathroom 5 times a night. And my prostate was fine. I get into everything here, Hal. But once I lost weight and I got my sugar under control, I sleep through the night. Except Sable typically gets me up once a night. Norman Lear, 100. Yeah, blood thinners and alcohol aren't good. The one thing about Darty is I'll say that over the last 3 years, I used to take her groceries every Friday, as you guys know. And I was in that house more times in the past 3 years than I had been in the 55 previous years. Was I retaining water? Probably, but that goes against it now. I'm not retaining water now. One of the things is I'm on Losartan HCTZ, which is a water pill. But sometimes I guess it depends on what I eat that day or drink. I will go to do number 1 a lot.
Oh my God.
I just share. Don't I, Hal?
Share too much.
I share too much. How dare you?
What?
So, folks, I'm coming up on 2 hours here in 7 minutes, so I'll be logging off. Now, you know what, Squatch? I had T-shirts up there, but the problem is this company I use, they're a great company, but they have
I love you. I love you.
the T-shirts take 10 days to 2 weeks to ship. And Christmas is 19 days away. So I shut them off this weekend because they get busy at Christmas, and if people order them for Christmas presents and don't get them, it becomes a bad experience. So how dare you, Holly? I can show you the link though. If you want, you can still order, but they say, hang on, let me look here.
Oh, I love you. I love you.
She's talking to the dog, by the
Oh,
way.
I love you. you're so handsome. Oh, kisses. Kiss me.
Here is
Kiss me.
Squatch. I'll put it in here.
Oh, I love you.
Tell me if you can see this link. That is where you can order the t-shirts. And you'll probably, if you order today or tomorrow, you'll probably get them for Christmas. But I purposely took them off there this weekend for the reason I just explained. I want to get the Bad Ben for President 2024.
Oh, you're a baby.
What?
Just stop it.
Let me show you. Here's the t-shirts, folks. There's the Crescent Moon Clown. This has been a popular one. A lot of these sold this year. This is the Bad Ben for President 2024. That'd be fun to wear because you'll get a lot of questions. A lot of people ask me this for the Puddles the Clown for City Council. So that's a shirt. This is just a Benite shirt. But this also comes in multiple colors. And this has a border. So on a light colored shirt, it will show up. These were very popular. I got Mrs. Biggins one. Actually, we got the purple one. We both have one of these. And this is a new shirt this year. It's Bad Ben peeking out of the basement. Stay out of the basement. This is just the plain Baby Ben hoodie. Baby Ben has been the biggest seller of all the shirts we've had. This comes in t-shirts too. And oops. Well, our broadcast is over because the TV just froze. I mean, let me reboot it.
What?
Sorry, folks. The oh shit. I don't know. That should kill. Oops. Sorry. And I don't know how to get this back up on here. Let me see. So there I am. Sorry, folks, but the desktop computer locked up. So, but I've been on here for 2 hours. So I know I didn't mean to do that, Woodland. So I'm getting off here tonight, but it's been nice talking to you. Thanks for hanging out. And now I'm going to go sleep good because Annie, excuse me, made me eat a gummy.